We got disrupted again. So our network actually is so poor. It looked like it has been a big problem today. This is not okay. Sorry guys, we got disrupted and I really apologize. This is not okay. Come on, my sister and Kada Dina Baraka. I don't know what happened. Today we have really the heck with the network and
yeah,
I feel so bad.
The Camino Listen. It's a guy jumble airport or Are you next to the airport or something?
Right there by the airport. Right there. Yes.
Yes. It can always interrupt because I have the same issue here.
Yeah. This is the big.
So
it got me frustrated because Marco is cool, you know. So. But
yeah.
I'm
first of all, let me greet you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. So first of all, let me thank you for inviting me and welcome all your audience, all your viewers. The topic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well, Teresa.
Yes. Yeah. As we said, yes, I want to welcome all of you, my brother Charles Deng. Sorry, from the beginning I came to the show and I left because I was also having another meeting somewhere, and maybe I didn't hear some of the some of the other speakers and so on. فأنا ما سمعت منو قال شنو بس أنا سمعت في كلام قبل ويلسون ذكر هنا my brother Wilson بتاع إنه someone call president إنه mental illness. I just want to advise and I want to be particularly on all of us as opposition or supporters of the government or whoever you are. Please, we should always respect ourselves, respect even though we disagree with President Kiir or General Kiir, but I will not dare come here and call him a madman or call him that he has a mental illness and so on. We should respect him. احنا لازم نديه كرامة وإنسان في النهاية, you know. Despite that we disagree with him in what he's doing and his policies, but we shouldn't reach the level calling him names. أنا بصراحة ده ما سياسة أنا بتبعه. We have to respect him. We shouldn't also forget, yes, he also once fought for this country. So he has his own dignity. فأنا بختلف مع الأسلوب زي ده. لكن احنا خلينا ندخل في موضوع عشان ذاته زي ما نقول شنو يعني نفرتك الخطاب بتاع السيد الرئيس. يعني انا بتفق مع اخوي ويلسون لادو بانه الخطاب it was out of frustration, you know, في frustration يعني في احباط من سيد الرئيس لما نيجي يقول كلام مثلا نقول انا نادم على عدم قتل هؤلاء. I regret not killing those people. فهو ممكن في يعني based on my knowledge, based on my knowledge أنا بشوف إنه President كير هو بيكون حاول حتى مع مجموعة بتاع جيتين. أنت بيكون شفتها في مهالات الأخير اللي هم أصلا دارين يعملوا على وحدة بتاع اللي شنو الحركة الشعبية. Are you listening? Are you there with me?
I am.
Jongkor? Yes. فأنت بيكون لاحظت إنه هو حاول إنه he want to bring those they want to bring all of G10 together because Kiir is losing. He lost the international community. He lost his all allies, and even maybe some of his regional friends. فهو داير يرتب بيته الداخلي. He want to bring those G10s group or whoever is there so can support his stand. لكن طبعا الناس دي عملوا له شنو عدن جلد. انت شفت الاتفاقيه بتعمل هم عملوه كان في اسمه شنو في القاهره
اروشا
او اعلان قاهره. نو اعلان قاهره. خلي اروشا ده ما خلاص احنا عرفنا، لكن اعلان قاهره ده ما برضه ده بعد اروشا. فهو بيحاول، فهو شايف انه الناس دي they did not come, they did not attend to his need, to his idea, whatever he has in his mind. From here he showed the frustration that I regard كان مفروض نقتلكم, you know. لكن هنا I want to ask, when president is talking in that manners, as a president of the country, as a leader who actually once fought for this country, are you telling us that some individuals or some leaders in this country, you also killed them before? أو إنت مارست حاجة ده؟ إنت قتلت الناس ده؟ عندنا ناس كتار. عندنا بيتر عبد الرحمن سولة. عندنا إلياس. عندنا شهيد بتاع الراي اللي هو إزاي أبرام. هل ناس
نيال أبرام.
وفي ناس بولدين. يس ناس بولدين ميان ده برضه قتلوه في جوبا. هل رئيس ده يقول كمان بأنه هو عنده القوة إنه يعمل حاجة ده؟ ما دام هو بيقول أنا نادم عشان أنا ما قتلت الناس ده. فده خطاب شوية كده ما مسؤولة، وده جريمة على فكرة يعني. فده حاجة أنا قدر نوضحه. فبإضافة إنه كان إحنا دارين نمشي عشان دارين نتكلم في المناسبة ذاته يعني. let's say the occasion of this statement that he just went on and talking with that manners. Imagine this is a funeral, you know. يعني أنا بشوف أنا كتريزا يعني based on my understanding and knowledge, I don't think that was a right for president to go and speak this kind of political view in this occasion. Yes, in this occasion. لأنه كيف يعني مثلا ناس زي هنا في بيكا والكمان the most frustrated and also يعني sad part هو بيقول شنو الأسرة بتاع مرحوم أو شنو ده الجنرال جيمس جونغا موت. هو بيقول شنو بأنه if you guys the family is thinking that I'm gonna do anything for you or to help, I will be lying, you know. انت بتقول كده كيف يعني؟ انت you're being president. let's say احنا في ناس بيقول قالوا he was the president بتاع هنا means since 2011. no, this guy was there since 2015. هو يعني جنوب ده كان اصلا كان in شبه حكم ذاته اصلا ذاته ل SPLA او ماسكو. what did you do about مصلحة ايوه مصلحة بتاع المعاشات, you know. زول ده كان بيحارب في شنو في غابة. هو بعد ما هارب برضه بقى يعني خدم في المؤسسة العسكرية وكان زول بيعمل على إصلاح. yes sorry that I have to speak English. Okay, so yes, so here so here what I want to say, for instance, when I'm talking about the occasion of this statement yani, it was a funeral, so why you have to go and speak this kind of statement, plus actually depressing the family of the deceased, saying that if you guys are putting in mind that I'm gonna help this family, I will not do it because يعني for so many reasons يعني. فأنا ما شايف إنه كلام بتاع سيد الرئيس كان موفق هنا بصراحة يعني. ده يعني أنا يعني زي نفس أخونا يارو قال زي نفس الإحباط زي بتاع خريجين اللي هو قال لي خريجين قال بتاع بوليس ولا بتاع شنو زي بتاع جامعة قال له أنتوا اتخرجوا لكن ما عندكم شغل. يا أخي على الأقل أديهم أمل. أنت president tell them يا جماعة we can do something, go and create. أنت تقول له يا أخي go and create business so micro businesses and so on. yeah. فده حاجة يعني أنا ما أعرف هل زول المختلف if I'm disagreeing with you as a president, I'm a president, I'm disagreeing with some other opponent, so I'm gonna kill them. Where's the law here? فده حاجة أنا ما قادر نفهم. بالنسبة لكلام هو بيتكلم قال كفاءة بتاعه، وينو كفاءة بتاعه لما نيجي يقولوا مثلا يعني مثلا مكافأة بتاعه، يعني كفاءة يعني ريورد بتاعه كان يعني كان هو جاي وقت اتفاقية ده. معقول كير جنرال كير did you fight for this country؟ imagine لو انت كان مت فورستن، يعني انت مت كان في حرب، انت كان برضه هيقول زي ده. في ناس ماتوا فوق زمان، ماتوا قرن مات. في ناس في عيال هسه ايتام ابوهاتهم مات. هل هسه احنا قاعدين نساعدهم؟ ما this is the curse that actually bringing us يعني it's coming to this country. We did not help the orphan, the children who lost their parents, our fathers during the war. هل did we reward them؟ وبقول انه شنو؟ انه يعني انا ما جاي نوقع اتفاقية. I cannot. قال بشير وين بشير in Dr. John Garang signed the agreement. Garang did not tell Bashir to quit and so on. But we cannot actually differentiate it. I mean, compare yourself with Bashir. You know, قال عدو متعلم خير من عدو جاهل. ده إجابة أنا هرد بس الكلام ده، المثل ده يكفي. فأنا ما بقول إنه كير جاهل، لأنه الجهل ذاته عنده تعريفات كتير. ما ممكن تكون جاهل ما بتعرف حاجة كده. ما الجهل ده ما قال أنت بس ما بتعرف تكتب أو تقرأ، لكن جهلا عن أمور كيف تدير الأشياء you know. فده حاجة أنا قاعد أتكلم فيه. فهنا لما هو يجي يتكلم عن كفاءات وكده أو مكافأة، اللي هو يتكلم عنه ده، هل لكل اسم شنو؟ الناس اللي ماتوا في حرب ده، هل يعني احنا بنحارب عشان احنا يجي يدونا مكافأة، ولا احنا بنحارب من اجل سامية تحرير اللي هو تحرير الشعب بتاع جنوب السودان؟ And I will give the example and I repeat it again, and I actually said that so many videos. Today, if you're a minister of road and يعني bridges, you're going to build or يعني انت بتبني شوارع والكباري ده ما عشان انت تسوق فيه، but you're doing that for the next generation because you have mandate also. Correct. You are mandated to do that. فبريج لما انت تبنيه، انت ما بتبنيه عشان انت بس تمشي فيه، انت بتبنيه the next generation لعيالك وكده الى اخره، للبلد كله. فالليله نقدر نقول لجنرال كير thank you have fought for this country. يس، لكن انت لما شاكلت مال عشان جايين يعمل لك ريورد. لو انتوا فعلا كان دايرين، يعني هم كانوا دايرين الكلام بتاع انه they have to be rewarded وكده، هو ذاته كان جنرال كيل وكان بيحل مشكله من بدري. كانوا بيجي يقول يا جماعه انا زول عسكري، يا جماعه جيب لنا ناس بتاعنا الجنوبيين الفاهمين في اداره بتاع بلد وحاجات ده، وانت اعمل كده انا زول عسكري، انا كنت قاعد في غابه ما قاعد اعمل اي حاجه، لكن جيب ناس الكويسين يشتغلوا يعمل كده. زي ناس 75 نفر ده قال اختلس اموال الدوله، انت تم ترسل لهم جوابات؟ نعم. وينه قانون؟ وين الهيبه بتاعك انت كرئيس عشان تثبت للناس بانه احنا هنا شاكلنا من اجل ناس احنا لازم نديهم خدمات؟ انت ملفت الامانه، معناه انت شنو؟ you not deserve to be here, send him to court. ده مفروض حاجات اللي كان كير يعمله. فالليله ما في معاشات ده، هو يجي يقول لنا جنرال فاميلي بتاع مرحوم جنرال جانا بانه انا ما حقدر اساعدكم. ده برضه ده من نلومه، لا ما قادر ينشئ ذاته ايش شنو بتاع ايش شنو بيسموه شنو مصلح بتاع المعاشات وكده، لانه مصلح ده يا بيساعد ناس اللي كان هذا شنو امورهم بتمشي. احنا عارف ده حاجات مثلا
انت عارف تريزا
اللي بيكون في سيستم.
تريزا
خلينا ندخل في اتفضل.
without cutting
هلا صوت انقطع،
I've
انت
seen a lot of
سامعني؟
comments. Yeah, أنا سامعك. Sometimes this comment they make sense to me because I've seen Brother Rami said there, Kir actually in needs the incentive is talking about. It might be the safe exit, but sometimes I have a doubt But if he's really looking for a safe exit, why not being clear? You know, that's the point that I wanted to add.
Okay. If that incentive that he's looking for, he got so many chances, and like I told you before, even Germany offered him that he could go there. You know, he will live peacefully. Nobody even will run after him. You know, بكرايم الحصل في زمن بتاعه ما في زول بيمشي وراه. But he refused. كويس. فهنا انت بتتكلم عن شنو؟ incentive كان انت داير، ما انت عندك بيوت في مناطق، انت عندك شركات، انت داير تاني مكافأة تانية. ناس اللي ما عندهم خالص زي اللي بقى يكونوا بيطلبوا هيطلبوا شنو؟ you know. yeah ف يا جيري، انا هنا لانه في ناس طالبوا انه لا نعمل بالانس بين انجليزي وعربي. that's why I'm mixing. هم كمان اخوي جونكور هنا ذكرني بالحته ده.
I know we are having that issue sometimes. When we speak English, people say Arabic, and then when we speak Arabic, people say English. So I don't know, but we can do our best. You know, that's what we can do. You know.
Some people like to be like teachers. فأنا أقدر أقول حاجة شنو؟ هو قال في كلام قال كده يعني very interesting. قال شنو؟ المجرمين قال and هو بيحاول إنه نازل قال بيحاربوا and all those criminal they want to be rewarded. يا جماعة who is rewarding those criminals؟ مش هو نازل لما نيجي من غابة زي ما هو سماهم بأنه criminals. Who is rewarding those people؟ Who is giving them position؟ ومنو بيعمل لهم ترقية؟
Good question.
هو ذاته يا قاعد يعمل هو على فكرة المشكلة بتاع رئيس كير هو عدو لنفسه. To be honest هو عدو لنفسه. You know. it's very important إنه شنو مفروض هو يعرف very well إنه هو الرئيس وإنه السلطة العليا اللي المفروض كان حيغير حاجات كتير، لكن هو ساهم في دمار بتاع البلد. ساهم بيقول أنا جبت ناس ما كويسين ما قاعد يعمل، لكن what did you do؟ You have that power. So you have only power to create degrees, and you forget that you also contributed in that. هو بيسمي ده المجرمين. كان احنا بنسمي ده المجرمين. ناس زي اللي كانوا قتلوه مثلا في جوبا ده في عيون بتاعه. What did he do؟ مش هو جاء قال I will not accept that 1991 should repeat himself. So what are you talking about? You're the one who's opening fire. انت بتفتح النار لنفسك. You know.
And that's why Teresa, I keep raising the question. And when I raise the question, it doesn't mean that actually I want to insult the president. When I raise the question, is President Kiir is in his mental capacity? Because if you keep changing every day, if you keep saying, "Oh, I'm going to do this," or
you're
"I'm going
not
to do
constant,
that," and you are uncertain, you are not sure, people are going to have some suspicions, and they are going to question, you know, your ability to do the job, and why are you acting a certain way? You are either, you know, in a drugs, or you are either sick, or there's something wrong with you, you know, and that's why someone, you know, in the stage of conscience, we will have to say, "Hey, what's wrong? There's something wrong here," and you are, you know, leading the nation. Imagine you are leading the
you're
nation.
leading.
And tomorrow,
exactly.
Today you will talk something. Tomorrow is a different thing. You know.
The thing is, like, when we come to conclusion of this, you know, the statement of Mr. President, obviously, Mr. President is not ready for peace. What he wants, actually, he wants those people to go and say, "Ya Jama, Mr. President, ahna sorry, khalas rajana." You want to accommodate those people, period, without any political discussion or anything that like that. وما داير اي حاجه، هو بس داير ناس يرجعوا. دي حاجه اللي هو داير. هو حاول مع ناس جيتين، هو حاول مع مجموعات كثيره. فلكن فحاجه الاخيره انا اقدر نقول Mr. President is not ready for peace, period. He's not ready for peace. احنا we should understand, even if there is a peace coming in this country and Mr. President Kiir, he is the leader of that transitional period, peace will not be there. لأنه زول ده عنده mindset بتاع حاجة معين غير نوضحه هنا. فأنا ما أقدر أطلع عليك. People were me that I have to speak in both languages. That's why I was trying to balance it. So the thing is,
yeah, no problem, Teresa.
we'll always agree
before I let you go,
to
I want to ask
disagree.
one question. I want to ask you one question before I let you go. As we have been speaking here on social media for a long time, we have been telling our brothers and sisters, those who support the government or those who support IO or whatever you support it, that we need to be mindful. We need to be an open-minded. We need also to question ourselves. We need to accept self-criticism. But that's was not the case all the time. So now with all this art, the way that the president behaving, president has proven to the world that he's behind all the atrocities that have taken place in our country, actually. Even though those who supporting him, they have been arguing that, oh, other people around him, they were doing this, and non-gunmen, like you mentioned, jailing people. People, their life have been perished for no reason. And yet, president come out in the public and saying that I regret.
And appointed convicted people.
Those,
yes.
Yes, and appointing convicted people who are convicted for the theft and all these crimes. So what can you say to our brothers who, reluctant? They don't want to believe what we have been saying. And it's clear. It's black and white. Here you go. President Kira has spoken. Hey, you know what? I should have killed these people a long time ago. I have been doing it, actually. But I didn't do it to those brothers because I feel, oh, they were brothers. Because we've been fighting together in the bush and they were close to us. But we have been killing those ordinary citizens. We have been killing those who don't have power as well. But those, because they were brothers, I didn't do that. So what can you tell those who keep supporting President Kiir and they know he's wrong?
Yeah. The thing is, they have their own right to support the president the way they want. But they should remember that you can't support someone in wrong also. Support him when he's right and disagree with him when he's wrong and tell the reason why you're disagreeing with him in that particular point. Because being a supporter and also loyalty they come on very dangerous. Then when you're loyal, then meaning you're going just to be loyal even in wrong and bad. This is dangerous. And imagine tomorrow if this guy is not there, how are you gonna survive? Are you going to follow another leader doing the same thing? No, you have to be, you have to be free in mind. You have to be free in mind in order for you to differentiate between the wrong and bad thing. This is for your own good. This is for your own generation. This is for your own country. So we shouldn't be too loyal to leaders to that extent. We should be loyal to our country. The South Sudan. This is what I want to add. And if you have another question, let me know, please. If not, then I will make my conclusion by.
Yeah, I know. Finally, I really apologize for what had happened. We have been disrupted many times. Yes. But thank you so much, my sister Teresa. You articulated the point. Thus, you hit the nails right down there. So stick around. I might go for, a couple more people, and then we might call the day because the network has been not cooperating today. So thank you.
You're not fair on you today. Shukran katir wana bashkur nas kullu hina. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. All right, let me go ahead and check who else had requested. Charles, where are you? Okay, it looked like I have big list. Oh my God. Hello, I'm calling you Madut. Do you see my call, Madut? So it looks like you are not answering. Hey, Jamal, can I send me a request so I can bring you on? It looked like Charles is not there. Charles, where are you? Charles, where are you? You requested and you disappeared. Okay, that means you are not there. Let me go here and see who else. And Tuj, also you requested me, but you are no longer there. What happened? Charles, I'm calling you, please. Go ahead and answer. It is adding. Charles Deng, it declined. I don't know what happened. Maybe there's some issue with net right down there. Okay, let me try this. I'm trying you, Christopher. Okay, it's connected. It is morning. Good morning in Australia.
Good morning, brother Jongkor.
Good to see you. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, good to see you. Long time.
I really apologize because internet has been acting up today, which is not good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
We've been disrupted multiple times.
Yeah, right.
So welcome to concerned citizen of South Sudan, Christopher T.
Thank you, brother Jongkor, and I want to thank all your viewers. I want to give them a special thanks because the network been cutting and they was following you. I think it been cut 1 or 2 times, and it dropped from 100 something to 60 something, which is good. I think Concerned Citizen is a good platform for the old politicians, and whether you are opposition or you are government supporters. And also it's good for the people who are left, which is a bit extremist, and people who are in the right, and people who are in the middle, which is Concerned Citizen always in the middle. The good thing about this network, about the social media, a lot of people ignore it, especially people who are supporting government. It says we are just crying and we are just backing, saying things are not good. But what I know so far, the network make a lot of impact, especially in South Sudan. If you look around, President being criticizing people who are non-supporters government, that means the people in J1, when we talk, they listening. If they don't listening, they record it, or someone record it and they send it to them. So what I want to say to the people who are spending time and much effort for social media, they are doing well, especially you, Jongkor, and Brother Sevit, One Nation, which is Madudai, whether he supports government or not. And a lot of them. Coming to your topic, Brother Jongkor, if you look what our president's speech, or what he just said 2 days ago or yesterday, he don't know what to do, or you don't know why he's saying that. I don't know what to say. But in my understanding, our president, anything to do with national security or threatening your enemy, it's more dangerous than walk it as a table or bring it to the peace talk. Our president tried to threat the people who was detainees, or just 10 group. That speech, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't give him popularity. It doesn't gain him or give him right to be president of the country. Our president didn't work it well.
Actually,
didn't talk to his advisor.
Christopher, to me, that speech to me actually proved to the world that all the things that have been done behind the scene, the killing, the unknown gunmen, jailing, threatening, all the things that creating war, he has proven to the world that he was doing this. He has proven that actually was doing this. That's why I said when Teresa was on, actually he wanted to say that, you know what, I kill people, but I feel sorry for not killing you. I kill people, but I feel sorry for not killing you, because if I had killed you, I wouldn't have all this noise that's happening right now, the IGAD and all these things, international community putting a lot of pressure, That's the clear message that he wanted to send, to the people of South Sudan, because he's the one that caused war.
Yeah.
And people always, ignore. They say, "Oh, Kir is nice, Kir miskin," But the guy is smart. He knows how to manipulate. Imagine someone can say that. What is my incentive? What incentive?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Actually, our president, if you any speech you want to do it in public, even though the platform he was talking about 10 detainees wasn't the right time, because it's a message of peace. We need to calm down, especially the people of Awil, particularly Awil South, which is where Jongkor would come from. He's supposed to tell them we are here because of how we try to let the late General Jongkor, let him down in peace, and we need to calm down and give message of hope to the people of South Sudan and people who are part of the army right now. We need to tell them something. You guys lost your commander, but we got a lot of Jongkor who can replace him, and we talk about issue about the payment. The government doesn't get paid. You talk about something concerning the army, people who are wearing uniform. So you can't talk about the political detainees who are making it. Tell me the government is not sleeping because of detainees out of the country, except one person or two in the country. So our president actually lost a lot of things, Brother Jongkor, and the only good thing to do is to unite the SPLM, because SPLM now, we're not talking about president, we're not talking about we're talking about the two things. The first thing is the party. How to unite the party is very, very crucial, and it's very important. The second thing, how to unite the country. This is the two messages always to work in our president's mind. If he's not talking about these two things, the country can't come together, because the SPLM now is going apart. And if you talk about killing 10 detainees, you're talking about killing the library of SPLM. These people, they know a lot about SPLM. For example, Deng Alor, he know a lot. Pagana Mom, he know a lot. You can't destroy these people like this, or you can't threaten them, because what they know, we don't know. Even the people in the movement, they was fighting, but these people are the one always talking on behalf of SPLM and why SPLM was fighting. These are people who are telling us why we're fighting. So we can't kill them. We need to respect them, and if they make any mistake, we have to take them to the court, and then we deal with them through the court. And if they've been guilty, they're gonna go to the prison. They have to be detained. But we can't kill them, because they know a lot. In 50 years' time, in 40 years' time, they will tell us about what was the struggle about and why we are here. So we can't kill them. And what the second point, Brother Jongkor?
The second point is the mystery, and I talk about the incentive. Why president would come? You are the president of the country, all right? And people are suffering. People are dying every day. No infrastructure, okay? No school system. Hunger, diseases. People are yearning for peace. We are looking for peace. What in the world the president would say, what is my incentive? What is my reward for signing peace? Why should I step down? What I'm going to get out of this? Is it a wise thing for the president to say that?
For me, it's not.
That's
you can't say that, because if you look around, Brother Jongkor, if you're president of the country, you always look at the economy of the country, look at the unity of the country, you look at the life in the country. Is it how many people die? If you look to Interior Minister, how many people die every day in Juba? Do they report this to the government? Interior Minister, National Security, how many people die in the controlling area by the government? Because government controlling area, how many people die of disease, of hunger, people being shot there? This is how you evaluate yourself. And I don't know, did our president evaluate himself through this those things? If he didn't evaluate himself, it does mean he's running the country and he don't know what's going on. And if a lot of people, if in a week, let's say in a week in Juba, people die, people been missing, people been kidnapped, and not talk about the Malakal and other places. This is how you call your party and sit down. Something wrong. SPLM, something wrong. I don't know what's going on. In the last month, from the health ministry, these people die with disease, these people have been killed, and we don't know their name, but this is the number, and we need to move on because you're looking for interest of the party, interest of the country, and your interest the last. But if our president puts his interest first, this is where the thing going wrong.
You know, brother Christopher.
Yeah.
President Kiir is no longer interested in the SPLM party even. He's not. The SPLM party has scattered, you know. He's just with the individuals. Someone who will say yes, Mr. President. Someone who is loyal, you know. He doesn't care about the institution. Have you ever seen people now are meeting, you know, for SPLM institution? Such a thing are not existing in South Sudan anymore.
Yeah, I think there's one thing only. A lot of people gone from the party, from SPLM, because of it's not democratic. People are not talking what they think for the interest of the country, interest of the party. And it's happened when President Kiir declared everyone have to go home. You go home, and then you have to apply to me. You have to apply to register as SPLM member. And this is where the problem comes, because if you're not loyal to the president, you might be rejected. If you're in Juba, you might be rejected. You're not going to a lot of security, and anyone in security work for his interest. This guy gonna get the job. If he's not working for his interest, that's it. Even you are governor. If this guy never talk to him, never tell him what to do, he gonna go. And that's a problem, brother Jongkor. And what I recommend is SPLM, who is in Juba now, they have to sit with president. President, come and sit. Something not right. Don't talk about the peace talk. Look at the people now in the Juba. People around where we are controlling. Life is very hard. We need to come up with a lot of things. We need economy to go. If the people are fighting, people say now there's a hunger, there's a disease because we are fighting. It's not the issue. The fight is there, but you need to maintain the life. For example, John Riag and other commanders been poisoning in Bill Farm headquarters. Why we took them to the Nairobi? Why we don't have hospital? These people, some people, because they are high ranking, they are well known. That's why they took them to Nairobi. But if someone poisoning in Awil, let's say where you come from, and I, he's gonna die.
Actually, before you came in, on my first, video that I made today, I had a doctor, and he already made it clear that he was a doctor, for those, presidential, staff.
Yeah.
And every time they get a referral, someone will come there and they tell him, you have to do a referral.
Yeah.
All these officials, he has to do a referral, whether they are sick or they are not sick, he has to do a referral.
Yeah.
For the sake of what? So someone can go and get a check, and then he will go and catch it, go to Nairobi, go to Germany, go to whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
People of South Sudan, those who are supporting President Kiir, they need to open their eyes.
Yeah.
After this statement, they need to realize that Kiir is the mastermind for all bad things that have happened in our country.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a need for them to wake up. It doesn't hurt anything, because we are advocating for transparency, for a good system, for a good government, for rule of the law. At the end of the day, it's good for them, it's good for me, it's good for you, it's good even for Salva Kiir Mayol.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Instead, focus and say, oh, he's from my clan, he's from my region, he's from my tribe. It's not going to take us anywhere. South Sudan is bigger than all this.
Yeah.
I give example a lot about the Italian, about the European, how they were tribe, but they rejected, they announced the name of the tribe. And they accepted that they are nation, they are community together. And that's why, they put all this, bad thing behind, and they build their countries. And it's very simple.
Yeah.
We don't want to be distracted by those who say, oh, South Sudan is a young nation. Okay, we are the young nation, but that baby must start walking, must start talking, must start producing, must start doing things. But they have to have peace.
Yeah.
So I lost hope in President Kiir. I knew that this guy actually, since day one, he cared about himself. He cared about being president. He cared about the presidency. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brother John.
So what can you tell the those who still supporting him?
The people who are supporting the president here, there's two things you have to work it out. Everyone get someone related to him back home, whether you are in Juba or you are in somewhere else in South Sudan. Talk to the people down on the ground. What's the life? How much it costs? And how much do you help them to live the normal life, the settled life, they can enjoy the life? And how many people are getting fear? If you can't, if you're in Juba right now, Jongkor, 10 o'clock, you can't go outside your doorstep. You can't stand on your doorstep. Mm-hmm. And this is make Juba or South Sudan a dangerous country in Africa. And this is where our president can look around. You talk to the people. And this, I remember when late Dr. John came to Cairo, he met a lot of people and they talked to him about we need to have relation. We will look forward so we can get relation with South Sudan and through you. The answer from Dr. John to the Egyptian, to the guy called Omar Elish, who was in charge of security by the time of national security, he told him, we will judge Egyptian through the people who are living in Egypt. We don't know anything about Egypt. We don't know about Egyptian.
I'll call you next.
We don't know about the Egyptian people. We don't know about the Egyptian government, how they treat our people. We're not going to talk to you. We're going to talk to people who are living in Cairo. We're going to ask them, when you guys in Egypt, what was the life? What were you guys being treated? And this is where we're going to judge you. And then government start, because that time our people been sending back home. They've been arrested by security, by police and other organ security, and send them back to where? To Sudan. And then they put them in prison. I remember it was 2002, 2003, up to forward. But Garang, when we arrived to Cairo, that one stopped. Nobody been deported from that time. So our president, he ought to look at the life to come at a normal citizen. Jump in your car, get 5-6 security guard, don't put in his siren, and drive in Juba nighttime. See the people. Anyone in Juba awake at 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock, you have to be inside your house. Unless.
You know what? This is the last point that I want to make with you, Brother Christopher. Yeah. Not too long ago, last week, actually, I made a video, I made a talk about Owedakot. How Owedakot actually get so frustrated with what's going on in Juba. Yes, he has been patient for so long. But there are news that say, indicating that Owedakot actually get tired of what's going on. You know, the economy is on the tank. People are dying every day. He went to President Kiir and he asked him, is that possible? I want to patrol Juba. I want to be in charge. I want to patrol Juba. So I can see those non-gunmen, those who are killing people in the middle of the night, those who are robbing people in the middle of the night. I want to go and do that. Do you know what President Kiir told him?
Yeah.
He said, no, it's not your job. He is a military advisor. He said it's not your job because he wanted to figure out what's going on. And that's why Owedakot was so frustrated. And he said, you know what? This government is not functioning anymore. Please, my people of Lake, go back. Go back home. He was so frustrated because he wants to fix something. He wants to do something. But Kiir, he knows what he's doing. That's what we have been telling people. He created this non-gunmen. He created all these things, you know, to scare people, to make them afraid.
Yeah. Yes.
So the Haji Mumanhaj Aslan is something, you know, has been created to be there. So everybody can be scared. And yet, that's why I asked question last week. I said, is Owedakot next rebel? It was in form of question. But some people did not understand. They say, oh, why are you advocating for Owedakot to be a rebel? They have misperception. They did not understand the question. I hope they can go, you know, and watch that video again because I put it in form of question. Is Owedakot next rebel? It's a question. Because now he got tired of what Kiir has been doing. He tried to help out, but Kiir said, it's not your job.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I want to give you last word, brother, before you go. Last word.
Yeah, I'll make it short. I think Owedakot is not going to be it's not going to be the next rebel because of the thing there. If you look now around Owedakot and Paul Manyang and Information Minister and Waniga, anyone want to resign from the government is a disaster. Anyone want to quit the politics is a disaster for the government because these people are now the one, even the Kiir make any mistake or president make any mistake, they are the one come and tell him not to do this. What Owedakot make is a good point, but you don't have to stop. Talk to the Kiir. If Kiir refuse, you are a senior member of the SPLM party, and you one of the advisor. This is his job. He's a military advisor. He's a senior advisor to the president. If the president didn't accept, call the party. Call SPLM. We need to sit something going wrong, and I speak to the president. This is what president answer. President told me this, and I want to hear you guys what you got to say to tell our president. You don't have to stop. You have to go further. And when he was telling the president this, and president didn't acknowledge or didn't work for it well, you have to go further. And then the third option, this is where you can resign as a senior. And if they don't accept your resignation, this is sometimes you're going to be in a government as an image. You're doing nothing because nobody listens to you. So what I think it's our president, he need to talk to the party. He need to collaborate with his party. Because if you talk with your party, a lot of things will become smooth. Even the peace will go in the right way. Even the reconciliation. And sometimes, if you look around, when Jacob Zuma was in the power, and things going wrong, corruption and all this stuff, his party was threatening him to tell him the two things: either you resign or we impeach you in the parliament, because they are the majority. And plus another opposition, another party in South Africa parliament will impeach you. And then Jacob Zuma was looking around. He said, "Okay," and he went there and resigned to get respectful. So the party can make a lot of change to our president, not to gang against him, but to tell him the right thing. If he didn't accept, you're not there because of your will. We are the one choosing you to be there to represent SPLM, to represent us, and to represent the country and to represent the people. So the blame is not going to the president by himself, to our party. SPLM party is not doing anything. He just listen. If Jongkor become SPLM leader, we listen to Jongkor. That's it. We're not looking to the constitution even. Whatever Jongkor said, this is going to work. And if I say something against Jongkor tomorrow will tell me, you think you don't have an assignment, you got to go home because you gang up with me, or you're telling a lot of bad thing about me. And this is why our country going bad, so bad. Anyway, what I want to say at the end, less than 1 point, you people in social media, you're doing a great job. And why I say that, someone said in your platform last week, he said there's someone who create Facebook, he was in a Congress in America because of what happening during the election. So Facebook is not a fake thing. It's not something we're wasting time. It's not something we're bagging or talking something no good. It's something will make change to our country. Ana there is school. Na school will job. Nasi Australia is still Lisa Sabah around 10 o'clock in Sydney Eastern State Time, or 8 o'clock في West. انت عامل شغل كويس جدا جدا، وفي ناس كتار عاملين شغل كويس جونكور. الشغل ده دايرين نستمر ما يقف. وانا متاكد الناس في السوشيال ميديا اذا country بقى في سلام، بقى في امان، they will lead us. They will host the program called Concerned Citizen One Nation, and then we'll come through, because this is where we can speak. People who are in the middle, they will come here and speak. Not the right wing, not the left. People who are concerning, people who are talking about the country and the prosper of our people. فأنا بشكرك شديد وبديك تحية brother Jongkor.
Shukran. Thank you so much, brother Christopher. Yeah. Right down there. It was a pleasure having you on, and very thoughtful, and I get your perspective. Shukran. Thank you. Go ahead and see a couple of people, and then before we make any closing, I know that we have been disrupted for so long with the, internet. I don't see your call, brothers. I don't know. It show here 7 people has requested, actually, but I want you to request that call, So, Tuj, where are you? Tuj actually was next in line. I wanted to see where Tuj is so I can bring him in. Tuj, please, can you do this again so I can see you? Tuj, I don't see you. It's very hard to go, all through the list. And that's why I said when you have an opportunity, you need to click that button so I can bring you in. Okay. Okay, now I'm calling you. I'm adding you now, Tuj. Go ahead and answer that.
Hello.
I'm calling you. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, man, because internet, Elena, لغاويز كده غريبة شوية. أنا جنب المطار by the way. That's why I'm getting all this hit. But I'm gonna fix it, you know, get something better than this sprint.
Hey, thank you, man.
مساء الخير ولا صباح الخير.
مساء الخير الساعة 3.
Okay, that's good. You know.
Hey, thank you for adding me.
You're welcome, brother. So you go ahead.
First of all, I will add my. I want to add my voice to my brother Christopher about that doctor who disclosed a confidential information about our president's health. He's not supposed to do that unless he quit the job or he don't want to go back to Cuba to perform his duties as a presidential doctor. He violated. And since he violated that one, I hope if he go back to Cuba, he will face the consequences of discipline for that act of disclosing information about our president and general health. This is not good because he's somebody trusted to the president's health and all these sensitive and health information, which are part of the national security.
You know, I know, you know, the words our president still exists there, but sometimes to me, I lost the word of our president when the president killed its own citizen, when the president make a controversial statement saying that I regret for not killing you. And what is my incentive for bringing peace to you? And you are suffering and you are dying, okay, and you are hunger. So, you know, to be honest with you, sometimes I feel like, really, would I say my president? Because it's someone that who care, you know, it's someone that care about the country, for well-being of the citizen, for the economic, you know. It's sometimes, you know, from intellectual perspective, I fail to understand, you know, this thing. Go ahead, brother. I can talk more and more.
I do respect your opinion of not calling him your president, but he's still my president, and he's still president of South Sudan. If you know any other president out there, you can give me a name. So that one was wrong from doctor. When it comes to the term of the incentive, I think in the field of public service, there is no honor and there's no privilege is higher than serving your country in the office, being a president. You don't need no incentive. What I think from the president, he needs incentive is like a moral, it's like acknowledgement. Because people now, they want to make President Kiir, he's a messiah. They want to cross on the cross of the 21 of failure within the SPLM. He's not the one responsible for all this dysfunctioning government or what. He has a part of it, but all of us, we are part of it, whether G1 or Riek Machar. Now those people, they step aside. Yes, sir.
I have a question. Where are you?
I'm here.
Which state are you?
Phoenix, Arizona, USA.
Oh, you are in Phoenix in Arizona?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you working? I assume you are working.
I'm working, yeah. No one here said I'm working with no job. I'm working. Hard worker, I'm working.
Okay. Do you have a manager? Do you have a supervisor? Do you have a lead?
I have all those people.
Okay. What is the role of manager? I just want a simple, you know, answer. What is the role of the manager?
The manager is the one in charge of running the whole organization or the factory. He's in charge of everything. You know, he's the one running all the show. He appoints the supervisor. He appoints the lead. If anything went wrong, he's the one got to be held everyone accountable for what went wrong. Simple, the role of the manager.
Yeah, good. You gave me, you know, obvious answer. The reason I asked you that question, because you said that the president, you know, he's not responsible for all these things. Simply, you know, very simple. You have a manager, the manager is in charge, hire people. When manager hires people, he has to make sure that person is fit in that position and he will do the job. And the role of president, actually, if someone, the role of the manager, if someone that I hire or someone that I supervise is not doing his job, I will call him to the office and I will talk to him. Hey, you got to do your job. We hire you for this. We trust you for this. And you have to do your job. Based on that, we are paying you for this. And if you are not doing this job, there will be consequences, right? But when someone start, you know, hey, man, I can take this suit or I can take this tie for a company that have, you know, more uniform or something like that. And then, you know what? The manager would say, it's okay. I have more. It's okay. This guy is my buddy. Okay. And everybody starts stealing. And they become maybe 100 or 85 people they stolen. And then all of a sudden the issue has been raised. The country start going, the company start going down. Would a manager would write letters to those thieves in the company? Or it will actually file a lawsuit and prosecute them before the law? Okay, I don't want you to give me an answer, but the reason I'm saying that, you said president is not in charge. But the president is in charge, and actually he took all the power. He became more authoritative. He's authoritarian. The judicial don't have power. Legislative don't have a power. The executive is the only one that has power in South Sudan. Presidential degree, right? That's why when someone intellectual like you telling me that, hey, it's not a president problem, it's our problem. Does that make sense to you?
Well,
how?
Let me explain this. That's different. You know how many years it took America to get where it was? I'm coming to you.
Same.
I'm coming.
Go ahead.
How many years it took America to come to this point? I'm not going to say South Sudan is not is a young country like a lot of people they say, but we are exceptional in everything. Some rules and some regulation, they don't apply on our situation in South Sudan. For example, now we are talking about Riek Machar 1991, and he has a right to contest, and he has a right to be whatever he wants. And if you bring his credibility, like what he has done 1991, Khartoum Peace Agreement, it still have defenders, and people still have excuse for him to continue to be their commander-in-chief. If Riek Machar in America, and you know in America, if you say something 100 or 200 years ago, this thing will be kept in the record, and the day comes you running for public office, they're going to bring it to you and they charge you with it. Do you think Riek Machar now we've been wasting our time talking about him this because his record are there? You know what he has done during the struggle and what he's still doing and what he's about to do now. See how different South Sudan. If he in America, he'd be done. Nobody's gonna be talking about it because he's not eligible to serve this nation because of what he has done back then. But because South Sudan is exceptional and all those rules do not apply on our public life and politics, that's why we are talking about them. Same thing applies to G1 now. We are talking about G1 to come back and be a part of the government. And you know, they were with Riek Machar and all these incidents of 2013 and all those bloodshed, they are part of it. Their hands are not clear. Their hands are not clear of the blood of our brothers or our sisters, whether in Juba, whether in Bor, whether in Bantu. They are part of this mess and we still talk about them and we still support them. Do you think, see now how our situation is so different and it's so unique in some type of way?
It's not different. It's not different and it's not unique. I respect your opinion like you do too to mine. But you know what, Brother Tush?
Yes, sir.
You made a very good point. Okay? Yes, we cannot make a contrast between South Sudan and the United States of America because the United States of America has been there for 240 years. I understand that. But I made a point a little bit early that when you are new, when the baby is born, the baby will scroll on the bed and the baby will start walking and the baby will start talking, okay? And the baby will start, interacting with the people. But if those signs are not there, and then there will be a concern from the parent, and then they will start taking the baby to the doctor. Actually, our baby has been dismantled by the president. And you made a good point when you said that anything has to be kept on record. And you have to be held accountable for what you have said, for what you have done on the past, if you are running for a public office.
Yes.
But the thing is, Brother Tuch, I agree with you. The thing is, within the SPLM, the president did not allow the process to take place. He refused to call the political bureau so they can have a structure within the party. Because we were a guerrilla, we were, now we are moving toward a party in a country to re-instruct it. But he refused because he wanted to rule it 100 years. You remember when he went to Kwajok, what he said, right? And that's why all this SPLM party meeting have been postponed, because President Kiir is not interested. He was not interested because he see that he did not deliver the services, okay, in the country. And then on the level of grassroots, people actually pull out from his support. And he realized that it is a better idea to play a game, not to allow the process to take place. He moved toward authoritarian. So the point that you said, actually, Riek Machar and others, if Kiir wanted to defeat them, if they have bad record, he would have allowed the process to take place and go there and campaign, say, hey, you want this guy? This guy wanted to be president. This is the guy that did so and so and so in 1991. Okay? And that guy is the one that did so and so and so in 1987. And then from there, the public will determine, do we really want to vote to that guy? Oh, maybe I wanted to vote to this guy. But Kiir knows, okay, he did not do anything and people don't like him. And that's why he did not allow the process, right? He's the one that started all these things. There is no way that we can blame somebody else. No one else we can blame. It's truth, my brother. And we have, to accept the fact. There is no alternative whatsoever.
I do respect your opinion of going that Kiir is responsible for what happened. That's your opinion. But the leadership sometimes put you in the test. The test of the leadership, it comes in two ways. It comes on the way if you are really in charge and you are in a power and you can make a decision on matters concerning life and death in your nation. And the test of the leadership is go other way when you are in a position and you don't have any power, but you still have the talent of being a leader. The talent of being a leader is there, whether you are in a power or whether you are not in a power. And what happened with Riek Machar and G10, they fail in the leadership test when they lose their post, when they lose their job, and they burn the country to the ground because of their own greedies, because their own ambitious, because their own demand. They fail in the test of the leadership, of being leader, whether you are in the power or whether you are not in the power. Let's say Kiir act in that way. Is this the way you're going to respond to destroy the country and take us to square one? What we did among ourselves, South Sudanese, even when we fought for 21 years, such things never happened among us, during the struggle. It's the worst thing ever. And all of us should be ashamed of this thing. Kiir is there, he's a president. And if there is a way you battle Kiir, there is a tool of democracy. Democracy never run out of its tool and never run out of the way of doing things. And during using those tools of democracy, you put the country and the life and the property of the country first, and then everything comes after that. And like I tell, G1, Riek Machar, and the rest, they failed to do that. My brother Jongkor, let's admit that. And that's...
I do agree. All of them, they have failed South Sudan. But my point here, I'm making all the time, you, the head of the state, and you know the danger. Why would you want it to go around? Why wouldn't you want to go straight? Why would you want to say that, no one can do secret ballot? Why would you go, no, just raise your hand? And you know that referendum was so credible, all the international community talk about it. You do it through what? Secret ballots. You go there behind and then you vote. What do you see here? You see the argument that I make. I'm not just talking out of my mind. But there is something there. Why would you refuse the process? You, the head of the state. If these people are corrupt, G10, Riek Machar, whoever, they are corrupt. I know that. Everybody wants to be in leadership. Everybody wants to be a president. But you are the president. Why would you jeopardize? Why would you want to do something that will create a destruction in the country and people will fight? Why won't you just go ahead and do the process the way it is? Even though they want to isolate you, if they want to isolate you as the party chairman, you would say, fine, I struggled with you, and I was patient with al-Bashir. Bashir used to harass us on the border, okay? But I did not shoot any bullet because I didn't want the referendum to be destructive. But now if you want to reject me, you know what? I will run as independent. Go ahead and select whoever you wanted to select to avoid all this massacre, to avoid the bloodshed in the country, because you knew it. 17 years and 21 years. What it mean to be in war? Don't you see that? That President Kiir as a big hand, and he's the one that crossed all this thing as a head of the state.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this very simple. Who is supposed to run as an independent in the SPLM leadership? Is the one in the charge, or the one who is about to contest and seek a new position in case that he failed to secure his position in the SPLM bureau leadership? That question is a good question, but
I give you an example. I said President Kiir was the chairman, and if you realize that Pagana Moon don't like him, Pagana Moon wanted to contest, and Majang Agod want to contest, Nyandeng wanted to contest, Waniga want to contest, Deng Alor want to contest. And if all they wanted to contest, you can look on the eyes, Riek Machar want to contest, look on their eyes, and everybody wanted to contest. This is the conclusion I will come to as a leader, as someone that's been in war 17 years and 21 years, and I don't want my people to die. Those are the people that I fought for. This is the conclusion that I will come into. Okay, it's all now about leadership, and everybody wants to isolate me, and I did this and I did, but I will not accept for my people to die again. Did President Kiir took that decision? He did not. He said, you know what? I'm going to show them. And that's why we are in mess. Because when you are in the top, and you are not behaving responsibly, it's going to lead to chaos. And that's what happened exactly. And that's why I'm saying that the cause was him. Because those, they are around there, okay? But you now on the top leadership, why would you allow such thing to happen? Just be transparent with them. You might defeat them. They might defeat you. If they defeat you, you still have an opportunity to run as independent. You might defeat them. And then if you defeat them, okay, it's gone case. Go there and campaign. Because actually you fought for liberty. You fought for justice. You fought for prosperity. But when you come and say, no, 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 I don't need, liberty. I don't need justice. And then what you fought for? Marginalization. You see the point here? It's very clear.
I'm with you. Let me make it clear for you. Again, this question is go other way around to G10. I believe there is no way even those people, they go heaven and earth, they will defeat Kiir in the convention or in the contest of the leadership.
That's good.
That's why they planned the military coup. They try to overthrow him because they ran out of action. What happened in Juba?
So do you believe there was a military coup too?
Yes, I do believe it's strong. I do believe there's a military coup. They're premeditated. They are about to do that because they fail. If they came through the ballot, if they came through the voting, they will get nothing. And that's why they destroy the country. And that's why I say earlier, the leadership it tests when you are in a position of the opposition, and it tests whether you are on the top like President Kiir. And either way, you need to act accordingly. You need to act as a leader. And those brothers of G10, Riek Machar is already known. He flip-flop, man. Every time he do something and he rebel and come back and rebel. But he dragged with them those G10, and they fail at the front of the people of South Sudan as a leaders, as a champion of change, as those who fought 21 years side by side with our late Dr. Jongkor. And this is how people see them now.
I feel so sorry, my brother. I want to give you last word because I was not expecting that you would say there is a military coup. Despite that, Mike Paul, the military intelligence, the director of intelligence has already cleared there was no military coup. Alena Yen refused to go to the court because he knew Alina Yang is the die-hard support of the Kir. You know, he was fired on the SPLM party during when Jongkor was alive. Him and Tilar, they were fired. You know, but because they were buddies with Kir, Kir brought him. But he knew that there was no military coup whatsoever. That's why he didn't show up in the court. And also, Mike Paul, he knew there was no military coup. That's why he spoke with integrity from his heart. But yet, we have been, you know, distracted, and we still believe in truth. So I'll give you a last word, Twitch. Thank you so much for coming in. Go ahead and say your last word, and then
thank you, Brother Jongkor. I do respect your opinion, and this is how politics is about. We are agree to disagree.
Great.
And what I need to assure to our people, the government is not an angel. It's not perfect. But it's the government we have. Those guys, they fought 21 years and they liberate the country. And if there is way we can take them out of office, it's going to be through the ballot, through the election, through the free will of people of South Sudan. And we will respect the will of people of South Sudan. But anything could be imposed or overthrown, we will stay with this government to the very last minute. It's such an honor to stay with those who liberate country and give us this freedom we are enjoying now, including the freedom of speech, freedom of criticizing, and belonging to the country called South Sudan. God bless South Sudan. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Twitch, for coming in. We agree to disagree, and no problem. You have a wonderful weekend.
You too, man.
Okay, let me go ahead here. I can get one person. Okay, Yan. I know this is it's so crazy, but what we can say. So, Charles, you still not there? Okay, let me go ahead and call this person. So I call you many times, Madut, and you look like you don't like to talk today, huh? But anyway, it's okay. Madut is hiding. That's okay. You know, the thing that people request is block. I don't see any here. I want to give you the last word, brother. See. I'm calling you, Mabior. Seriously, I don't see who called me, you know, who requested. I don't see it at all. It looks like we have some issues here today, you know. Okay, that person cannot come on. So it's issue. Just bear with me, Ajama. And I'm going through this. Oh yeah, but I've been looking for you, man, for a long time, Tongjang. Where are you? Just go ahead. I'm calling you now. I'm sorry, man. I've been looking for you down. I think something blocked, you know, the calling, and I can't see. Now I can see there is 10 requested, but I cannot see them. It's a mystery, you know. Tongjang, welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan. I'm sorry you waited patiently for a long time.
Thank you.
Floor is yours.
Okay, the question, thank you for letting me intervene. Politics of our country, we're not going nowhere. What happened 2013 should not be discussed for today. And that's why you can see how small brain we had. So we are not willing to learn new information. We should answer the question for what happened last week and what happened yesterday and move on. Tribal politics always restricted around. You can see now like a comrade, they were talking about coup, G10. G10, they not kill nobody. And you can see how genuine, how intelligent they are. They just stuck on only one point. Our country is in chaos because everybody is a spokesman for General Kir Mayadi. You don't see a nation of 15 million. General Kir is a leader of 15 million. But to be a leader, not doing what your people demand, and you not listen, refusal of forcing bill, that's the Southern Sudan. You can see tribal politics. It's in there. Let me answer your question about President Kir's speech that he regret to kill.
Yes.
To kill
the former political detainees.
Yeah.
Yes.
This kind of thing, I have said it all along. General Kir, it's a mistake to bring up that speech. He's running the country, I've been telling all along. He ran country as a military intelligence. It's not run country as a politician. All decisions he made in the past and continue to make them, he make them out of fear, thinking that his government to be overthrown. It's a paranoia. It's like Stalin, it's like Gaddafi, it's like Idi Amin. That's how it is. He's afraid, he knew that if he says something politically competition, his popularity decline now. Even now, he reaching to point that nobody gonna respect him as a 38 years military war veteran. The passing of late Commander Jongkor should not be where he can declare his dictatorship. It's a wrong signal. You cannot send that information. It was wrong for him. Should not doing that one. Dictatorship is not something new. Dictatorship of General Kir is shown with 2012 when sacked entire government, fired everybody, but refused to fire himself. So it's absolute nonsense. And you can see he cannot succeed. He's not going to go nowhere. For what he's been doing, his cousin and his in-laws, those people are not qualified to advise him. They tell him, you're my uncle, you married one of our daughters. Those Southern Sudan become private enterprise for them. They cannot make a decision based on interest of 15 million. For example, if you are president today and you surrounded yourself with all Malwalgianyang, I will be the first guy to rebel to you because I'm next door to you. So
correct.
General Kir should give himself time. It's not a really highly incremental mental like late Dr. Jongkor, SPLA founder, but to be a military intelligence for all those years, accumulation of wealth of independence, wealth of information, he can make decisions best for his people. It's not all million of Southern Sudan going to be happy with it. In the politics, people are great by percentage. If you secure 85%, and you can see inability, there is some area you control now. There is no IO, and there is no progress there. There is no symptom show that there is a progress taking place. what he's doing is totally, G10 are from different, they are 10 people, and they are highly respected even in army that time. Someone used to be army chief of staff like we are Denga Jack. If you kill him that time, Southern Sudan, one thing people don't understand, you and I and a lot of people who are watching, we come from the same ethnic. But Southern Sudan is not only our ethnic there. If you were killing Wiya Denga Jack, what will be a reaction in Shuluk? If you kill Pagan, what will be a reaction in there? If you kill someone like John Luke Jock from Law Nuer, what will happen? If you kill Madubiar from Malwal Gernyang, what will be the reaction? If you kill someone like Giri Chuang, you see all our problem. People don't know politics. They're talking something they don't understand. And the attitude are more important to conveying your message. You have to be mentally calm and say what is true. Such as myself now. I always say, if General Kiir was learning, willing to learn, any politician, any president in the country, they always have something, every president except our country. President, when the opponent or vocal opponent or critic of government, one thing government doing is what opposition said, that's agenda you implemented. You said, I was doing this, and opposition, they undermine me. So every smart politician do what opposition said. Dictator is not something bad. Southern Sudan, it's not going to be democratic overnight. Country people don't know how to read or anything. It's not going to be a democratic. But there are two good example dictators in Africa that meet expectation of their people. President Kiir took a bold statement and bold move like Dr. Tero Biangwema of Equatorial Guinea. It's absolute dictator since 1984. Have you ever heard there is a coup in Malabo in Guinea? No. Because there is a school, there is a road, there is medicine, use his oil income wisely. I don't see that in Salva Kiir. We have a dictator, Paul Kagame, which is a friend of Salva Kiir. Salva Kiir should ask him advice what make Rwanda so good. Southern Sudan, but military intelligence maneuvers of Salva Kiir targeting people who are opponents. In Southern Sudan now, it's going to reach into point later on, he's not controlling. He's going to reach into point himself, going to be target. Is that a good thing? No, we don't need that. So Salva Kiir, even those people like Garang Deng Thiel, I don't know what Garang Deng Thiel tried to say here. It's a good idea.
We don't understand what he said.
Can't he reject a dialogue? I'm not shooting nobody. What I'm saying is what is very, very good. President Kiir, if I was a Kurluan, I should hook up his plasma and hook up with YouTube and see what we said here. Did I ever say Salva Kiir must go or Salva Kiir to be overthrown? No. I talk about his corruption. Continue building Kampala and Nairobi. Let all those money build school, build a hospital in South Sudan. So everybody will go out tomorrow. But Salva Kiir tweeting Southern Sudan. You see, like your last guest tweet, it's from my area.
Yeah.
Things you were saying are wrong. Salva Kiir, of course, fought the war. No problem. No question. But can Salva Kiir run the country smoothly, accommodating all ethnic? There are a smart politician, you always do, if Salva Kiir done what is good to Nuer, it's easy to isolate Riek Machar. But if he never done anything good to Nuer, and Nuer, they're going to be pushed out, and that's why Riek Machar have people. If Salva Kiir done what is good for me, what is bad for me, Tongyang, and doing what is good in the masses of tweet, who care about Tongyang? If Salva Kiir done something good for you, and all Malwalgian young children, they're going to school, who care about you? That's how I seen it. But mentally incompetent, like Garang Deng Thiel, that's Garang Deng Thiel, he have no reason in his mind. Oh, Salva Kiir is a Denga like me. Who is not Denga? I'm a Denga. So Garang Deng Thiel, they're talking nonsense. General Kiir only. I never wish him anything bad. And even now, what happened, people mention Dr. Mawien. I want to say one thing here. Southern Sudan is a danger. People like Dr. Yaj are dead. They cannot afford Dr. Mawien to be dead at this time. It's danger. It's dangerous. Any attempt. General Kiir is not feeling well. I'm not a medical administration here to release his record. It's not my thing.
Yes.
But those from Warab or those from Rake area, leaking name of Dr. Mawien, from my area, anything happen, you kill them, you kill Justin Yard. Well, I mean, begging you, Dr. Mawien, leave him alone. You're not going to take him like Dr. Madu you done that time. Do not do that. It's a mistake. Southern Sudan now is not suffering because of health issue. Southern Sudan is suffering for mentally incompetent, fall in love with the title, make a decision is wrong. So if you have a question, ask me and let others come in.
I really appreciate you, my brother, for putting in all the effort, perspective, articulated. What is the incentive? Why would President Kiir need incentive in order to sign a peace deal? And people are dying from hunger, from disease. People are leaving the country. Why would he need incentive? Why would he need a reward? He already built palaces. He already have a jet. He already have a lot of money, millions of dollars. He have a house in Australia, in Adelaide, Australia particularly. I know exactly where it is. Why he's still looking for incentive? Why?
Let me explain.
And what can you tell those who still supporting him?
Let me explain incentive General Kiir won here. It is sometimes I say things, I use military terms, sometimes people don't understand what that means. Incentives that Kiir won now. He knew already. He ruled for 13 years since he took over 2005 when the SPLA founder passed. He took over, but he realized things happen. The country is in war, ethnic cleansing, potential genocide is in a country. He needs incentive to be exempted from war crime. Also, his in-laws and his family, his in-laws and his family are his advisor at that time. And now he's losing mass people to defend his government. Since UN indicted 4 generals from General Kiir and 4 generals from Riek Machar, have you ever seen now a totally military crackdown? A lot of generals now, they are back off, that their war crime is coming. General Kiir incentive he need. If he signed the peace today, he knew he will sign the peace. Riek Machar will go with him because there is no way he can sign a peace without IO, without Riek Machar. There is no way. There is no way he can proceed militarily now. Riek Machar in South Africa, man, almost 2 years. A lot of people now forget about Riek Machar. Twitch was right that Riek Machar is done in South Sudan. Riek Machar is done. As a person, is done. How are you going to convince Nuer? And Nuer now, what they want is not to take Riek Machar in power. They're talking about their people who were killed by the government. And Nuer, I always told them, if your people were killed by Kiir in Juba, it will not give you any right killing Bor or in Baliet or Jongkor Flus or in Pariang. A lot of Nuer, they knew that genocide is coming. Riek Machar himself now is, if you want to take him for war crime, it's easy. You can pick him up now in South Africa. Why Western countries never done that? Because they don't want to pick Riek Machar and size up with the Denga. International community, they were not going to support Denga against Nuer or support Nuer against Denga. It's not going to happen. Here now, it still have a card to play. It still have a card. Let me explain it. Problem of Southern Sudan, no one going to. What Denga said is the justice of their own. What Nuer said is the justice of their own. It's not justice going to come later on. Salva Kiir incentive need, he asking for, why do I need to sign the peace? Later on, I will be taken to ICC. If you and I, we're not going to answer that question. Okay, if you want to say to avoid that to incentive you're going to get, you're going to die in Southern Sudan. And you're not going to go. It's not going to go nowhere. So it will be exempted in the justice. Like our late, for example, like our late Jongkor in scenario that you indicted all entire general of South Sudan. Would you take him to court now? Later on, Jongkor was in a deputy army chief of staff during the war. No, it's passed. Someone passed. You don't take them to court. So, like later Jongkor is never been involved in a war crime. It's exempted. That's his incentive. Salva Kiir won to hang on, and later on he died. It's okay. For me, I agree with him. I don't want to see pictures like Saddam Hussein when he was humiliated, pictures like Mubarak, pictures like Gaddafi. The man is fear. You sign the peace, war crime is coming.
And Gbagbo, Gbagbo of Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, Laurent Gbagbo and Charles Taylor and leader of rebel leader in Sierra Leone RU up 4 days Sanko died in jail. Like Milosevic, Salva Kiir now, there is nowhere he can go here. The only way he can exit Southern Sudan without seeing those in reference I just mentioned, the only way out is terminate oil contract for him with Riek Machar, and then the United States take them or somewhere in Israel, and this country, they will not turn him back because he give them oil incentive, and then left the power. And America already, Salva Kiir is afraid. America already picked his group he won. G10 against Khartoum, against China and Russia. I've been honest, I've been saying this. If you don't like that one, here are Riek Machar, solve your problem. That's what America said. It's simple as that. You don't need to say America is stupid or anything. You don't want this, you do it by yourself. And later on, you will find yourself in problem of Rwanda, Tutsi and Hutu. That's non-intellectual. Those who don't know politics, like Garang Deng Thiel, that's how they run their mouth. Is going to talk with those women, and tomorrow video will be made against you and I. But let them doing it. How long they've been said it, I say what I think is wrong. There is no another way here. Riek Machar saying South Africa is not going to South Sudan. Salva Kiir saying Southern Sudan. And later on, Salva Kiir will be captured. Later on, Salva Kiir, for example, let him just say 5 years. Later on, his popularity decline every day. War continue. What will happen? This is small, basic-minded. That's how you think it.
Thank you very much, my brother Tongjang, for very intelligent analysis. Correct. You know, we might take it in a different way, but you know what? You might be correct. Who knows? Thank you so much for coming in. I know, Brother Garang Thiel, if I get him now, live here, and I ask him 3 questions, what are 3 branches of the government?
Get him.
He's not going to
know.
Get him.
Bring him. Let me see him. Let me see how he
He's not going to know. Okay, let me
He
go.
don't know
He's
anything.
not going to know.
Bring him, please.
Thank you, Tongjang.
And let Southern Sudan watch him.
Thank you,
Embarrassing himself. Bring him.
Yeah, you have good.
Bring him
I
to come
will,
and talk
you
about
have good night. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Unless somebody have to whisper in his ears, you know. But I know he's not gonna know, you know. He's not gonna know, you know. He refused to come on the camera, actually, you know. He refused to come on the camera because I want to know from Garang Thiel, what are the 3 branches of the government? Because you have been talking politics and you have been saying no. Whenever you say this is the right, you say no. So just, I hope you can write them down there. What are the 3 branches of the government? Garang Thiel. That's question for you. It's a very simple question. Okay. I hope you write them there. You know. I know he will not have any answer. Okay, Charles Deng, where are you, please? Charles. Where's Charles, Jamal? Charles, I'm calling you, please. And I'm still watching, actually, if you can write 3 branches of the government. Three, just only 3 branches of government. What are they? You live in Australia. I think you should know. Charles, what happened? I'm calling you, please. Okay. Charles is not coming on. It looked like Charles is not around. And I tried to call Madu too. I don't know what happened to my friend. I've been calling him, but he's not answering also. Dr. Madu from Copenhagen. It's not answering. Madu, please answer. Ana bas shayib nadara di Amadu Twinta, you are not answering. So that's really, I don't know. So Charles is gone. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it looked like we spent quite enough time today discussing about very, very important issue. If that's the case, I think we call it off for today. Thank you so much for coming in. قضايا مهمة جدا جدا بهم الوطن. I apologize for interruption that had happened with the internet, but I promise you for coming days we will improve our services. I'm gonna move, from this network because it has been so not good for me. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of Concerned Citizen of South Sudan to raise your voice. It's so important, to interact together and talk about this very, very, very critical and very, very important. الليلة ده إنه كان issue بتاعنا كنا قاعدين نتكلم عن موضوع بتاع the speech بتاع President Kiir. عشان كده أنا سألت كتير وأنا قلت يا أخي it's not wise, for the president, to say to his citizen that it would have been a good idea, if I would have killed him, that's not right. So thank you so much for being in. What you said, Garantiel, I asked you to write 3 branches of government, and you are unable to do it anyway. So don't worry, So you did not write them, and I tried to call you. You blocked your thing. So what else I can say? So I really, really appreciate everybody for coming in today, and it was so wonderful to have you all. Thank you, and you have a wonderful night. And let's go ahead and conclude with this song.
Chan wong maroin, chan akalong maroin, kudun kinakun kanyali, chan di tora chay dong amalay.
I like this song.
Chan ale chan dong jo kabanti, chan konyo nyali ban jamal, chan to bang mayan kumakir gay tiap. What can you do? Game one. Matana bungi, keliu, rangi yang patu bai, matana bungi.
Shukran. We talk about the good. When someone do good thing to you, you do good thing to them. So actually, he's appreciating one of the businessmen in South Sudan because he bought him a car. So, but I like this guy. He sings very good. He's authentic. He's local. We which is good. I love South Sudanese music. It doesn't matter what language.
Kaniut, rangi jeng kwa kui ban, ton na bung jer we kaniut, rangi jeng kwa kui ban, ton na bung jer. Chan wong mawi, chana kalong mawi, chan wong mawi, bedon tina koi kanya.
يا أخي مالك يا شارلز أنت حيرتني أنا قاعد أتصل بك وأنت ما قاعد أرفع.
Hey, Asma, network batali, ana jitu merjim.
That's why, because I try and I try and I try.
Yeah,
so, okay, I will make an exception for you to make comment before we close, because actually we were closing.
Well, I'm not going to say anything anyway. So thank you for thanks for the show. You know, you did a good show. We'll talk next week. I like the way Tongjang closing it. That's yes. This is wonderful. I love Tongjang so much.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, it's very amazing. And Tongjang always tell the truth. If you don't like it, you will get headache for it. So it's up to you. You know, but it's a good remark. You know. Yeah, I know you've been so long there, 7 hours. It's too long for you. And
yeah. I hope I can fix this, and I will try my best to fix it, so we don't have to have problems.
They contribute also well on it. Except our brother in the military, maybe, you know,
he's out of the hook. He's out of the hook today.
He's out of topic.
Yeah,
he's out of topic.
But anyway.
But well done anyway. Well done. Next Friday we'll come and show up. So I'm not going to go back again because you already closed the show.
Yeah. Thank you, Charles.
Yeah. I'm in gym. Come and work out a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Yaro. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, all of you. Market also. Thank you, Market. Australia. God bless, man. Stay blessed.
Shukran, Yaro.
What can you
Thank you, Sister Teresa. Thank you so much. Your contribution was so amazing today. I like the song. Hey, there is a new song came out. They call it Miss Jongkor. It's really, really amazing. There is a young actor too, and there is another guy from Latuka. Oh my God, he's so good too. You know, he has a very good song. It's over, Quinn. You have been all day. You didn't want to be share the video, please, if you have an opportunity. Thank you, thank you.